Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
This is the moment for those who.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
To see what's behind these closed doors, but I promise you that I'll always be
Yes! What's going on, everybody? Tim, the one and only child of Mecha. It's so good to be back. So good. Oh, it's awesome. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's. Man, just such a good time. Such a good time. I enjoyed my time off immensely, but it is awesome to be back with you guys. That is 100%. So, without any further ado, welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. The first stream of 2019. Yes. Yes. 2019 is going to be fun, you guys. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones. So, updates. Okay? Oh, hey, for the shirt. Come on. Come on. You know I had to rock the Jesta shirt tonight. You know I had to. I had to, right? Come on. So if anybody answered the Jesta Rooster shirt, you guys win tonight. I don't know if anybody said that, but hey. Yeah. Okay, so Andrew 2, RF Aurora, great point to start off with. Let's talk about GBWC and the kits and stuff like that I've been waiting for. I got word, what was it? It was New Year's Eve, actually. They are on their way. Yes, most of them are on the way. Still waiting on a couple. And that's going to be probably another couple weeks, but it's not going to be a big deal because we can go ahead and get started when they get here. Not sure when they're going to get here, but they are on the way. So in the meantime, you know what, guys? We're going to continue pounding out this Jesta. It's not done yet. I did work on it, just not as much as I would have hoped for. So, what are you going to do? Sue me. I had a great time on the holiday. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, yeah, so we're gonna dirty up this this Jesta a little bit. And I'm going to show you kind of my techniques when it comes to this Tamiya weathering powders, the Tamiya weathering master little palettes and everything. You guys have seen me probably talk about them, but we haven't ever used them on the live stream. So I'm going to show you how I use them, what you know, the process is, why I use them, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to talk about that, all that stuff tonight. Cool. Cool. All right, so what else? Man, just a ton of stuff, you guys. So it's a new year, okay? It's a new year. It's a no drama year. That has been ended. Sufficiently, I might add. So, no more. Ain't gonna happen. No more. We're going to build, and hopefully you guys maybe enjoy what you see, maybe learn something, maybe you apply something to what you want to build, and you just build some badass mech or something. That's what 2019 is about. Yeah, it's about getting going. It's about stepping up. It's about getting to the next level. That's all of us. That's all of us. So, man, we got so many plans, you guys. I'm telling you, we got so many plans this year. Oof. I wish I could tell you all of them right now, but they're still building. All the plans are still building, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Let's see. Justinius Builds, my boy. We are going to be doing some stuff. It's going to be really cool. And hopefully other people will be able to participate in that other stuff as well. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to say too much. Don't want to say too much. Still in the works. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But man, you know what? if you guys haven't been watching Justin, man, he just finished up a really cool, like a kit bash he called Orion, right? Really, really cool. I loved how he put together, matched the like the pink orangish highlights with the decals, right? Mwah, perfect. So, man, go check him out. Go check out Justin and all that. Man, everybody in the chat, what's going on? Love you guys, each and every single fucking one of you. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back, man, because I didn't know if anybody would. But, man, this is encouraging. That's awesome, you guys. So, it's good to be back. It really, really is. So, had a great time off, but I couldn't stay away from you guys. Come on now. Couldn't stay away. So, without any further ado, let's go to camera. Let's get on this thing, shall we? Here we go. So, let's talk about these guys right here for just a moment. We're gonna toss these in the done bin. And so what these are, let's get you zoomed in a little bit so you can see a little bit more closer detail here, right? So these are the Tamiya Weathering Master sets. These are powders, and these are just, man, these are so good, you guys. So essentially what they are, they're like little palettes, like almost like little makeup palettes, right? And this is set B. This has snow, soot, and rust. This is set D, burnt blue, burnt red, and then oil stain. These two are great if you want to do heat staining, and if you're not crazy into doing that with an airbrush, man, you could do this with these and apply these with like a little brush that comes with it. And that's all she wrote. Easy peasy, right? They come in a bunch of different ones, though. This is just B and D. Here's set C with orange rust, gunmetal, silver. F is titanium, light gunmetal, and copper. A is sand, light sand, and mud. And then E, obviously not in order, yellow, gray, and green for dry brushing effect and stuff like that. So, you can actually pick up all of these in a great big old set on Amazon. And if you haven't checked it out, look below on that Amazon link. Also, Sorvan, I'm thinking of you, buddy, over there on Twitch. I updated it on Twitch. What's up? What's up? Oh, look. Oh, you guys, Tex Marquise is in the house. She's in Japan right now, you guys, having a ball, right? She's posting, you know, pictures and stories and all that stuff. Man, she is going to town in Japan. What's up, Tex? Thanks for watching. She says, dialing in from the bus to the onsen. I don't know what onsen is, but she's on a bus, so thanks for watching. Anywho, so let's talk about these Tamiya weathering powders, right? So basically what these are, like I said, they're kind of like a little makeup, little palette, right? And when you open them, they kind of look like makeup, right? So it comes with like a little foam, little dauber brush here on one end. It's got kind of like a stiff bristle kind of brush here on the other. These are all kind of good. It only comes with one though. That's the only drawback. So my suggestion is go out and pick you up some of these. These are just, you know, little brush applicators. I got 100 of these for like $5-6 on Amazon. So these come in very, very handy because these are definitely not as good as the brush that came with it. But the problem is that there's only 2 sides to this applicator and there's 3 colors. So you're going to be asked out on one of the colors at some point. It's just how it is, right? Just how it is. So we use, I use these little guys, and we go from there. So basically what these are, it's not necessarily like a true pigment, right? Like a powder. These are definitely more kind of like makeup because these are kind of solid cakes in here. So they do have a little bit, just a hint of moisture. And from what I've read, if these ever break or if you drop them or what have you, you can add like a drop of alcohol or something like that and it will basically reform and you'll be good to go again. But the effects that you can do with these things are great. So, let's see. I don't know if I have any before or afters. Shoot. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Okay, so let's show you, okay, so let's show you this, okay? This is the kind of thruster hood from the back side of the Jesta's leg, the lower leg, right? Now, for something comparative, we're going to look at that guy. And let's get him off of that dark spot there so you guys can see. And let's get a little super zoom action going here, all right? Boom. Okay, so there's what it looks like completely clean, right? Fresh, glossy finish, decals, panel lines. There's what it looks like dirtied up. You can see the edges are highlighted. There's a slight darker tint to the borders and everything. Man, it's just a great looking effect as far as I'm concerned. And you can see just the very, very subtle edge highlighting right along in here. These things are just great in my opinion. And look at that. It's almost as good. Shit, it's probably better than pre-shading, honestly, in my opinion anyways, right? So that's why I use these things. That's why I love them. And I'm going to show you the magic here in a moment. But let's get you out of super zoom real quick so we can get to work and I can show you what's what. There we go. Get back out of there. Make sure that's on. Bada boom. Bada bang. There we go. All right, cool. R. Ferrora. Andrew, too. He says, are you hurting since it's a weathered build instead of a clean build? No. I mean, you got to think about it. The Aussie was a weathered build, right? And I used the exact same sort of process on the Aussie, but I did chipping and stuff like that with him in addition to, you know, the weathering powders and everything. So, nah, it's not a big deal. I like this look, and I think you guys will, once this thing's all together, it will bring out the realism. Because there's another thing I want to show you tonight. And it has nothing to do with these parts. But to do it, to show you this, I'm going to have to do a little cleanup here. So bear with me. Because I got the base, got the bottom of the base done the other day. And I think it looks really good, you guys. I'm real happy with it. It's really nothing like I've ever done before, so it's different, and man, I really dig it, right? So these are all the parts that I still have left to grime up, which is still a considerable amount, because this takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. Totally worth it. All right, so let's get everything out of the way. Let's get zoomed out because we're going to need the full focal length of that 24 millimeters. And without any further ado, get this guy over here. Oh, come on, big boy. Up and at him. Oh, yes. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. So, as you can see, the kind of cloud motif that we started on the support arm and everything has been extended to the perimeter of the base in these little kind of window action things going on here. Got some little details here, and we pull this down. Come on now. This thing is a big, big boy, you guys. And this extends the cloud motif extends all the way around. Got some more mechanical details back there. And then this fits perfectly and snugly. And I'm not going to put the arm back there, but you can definitely see how that whole thing is going to come together as one just incredible presentation. I'm super happy with the picture and the radial blur and kind of the verticality. I don't know if that's a word. I'm going to make it up. It's a word. The verticality of dropping this way, man, I'm just super happy with it. You know, you got this kind of metallic sticker that we had printed up with you know, the logo and the airdrop title and the Jesta designation and everything, right? This block right here is in like a stainless metallic, and then the perimeter, the border, I guess the frame, if you will, is done in the 40th anniversary Mr. Hobby graphite, black graphite, or graphite black, whatever. So yeah, I'm super psyched about it. I'm super psyched about it. I can't wait to get this damn thing finished and off the bench. I'm telling you right now, this guy. So these pieces, what you see here, pretty much done. They just need kind of like a final clear coat, maybe a little panel lining and stuff like that to, you know, pop the details and everything. Otherwise, what you see is what you get, right? So, really happy with this. Really happy with this. It's definitely different from what I've done. And I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else do an airdrop type thing like that. I don't know. I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be really cool. I think I'm going to have to rework the upper support arm, though. I think I will. I don't like it. Looking at it again, I don't like it. It's too plain. It's all in, right now it's all in gray. I just don't dig it. I think I might have to, I think I might have to rework it, add maybe some plastic strips to it. Simple stuff. Excuse me. Kind of like I did on the back support arm. And then extend the cloud motif onto that. I think that will make it a nice cohesive look. We can hope, right? All right. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, let's get to work. Let's dirty up some of these parts, shall we? Let's get the dun bin open. Off to the side here, get our brushes, get these two little guys because we're going to need those, and these two right here, sets B and D, these are my choices. These are my top choices in terms of weathering up this particular model. The set D is my absolute favorite, and I'm going to tell you why here in a moment. It's all because of one color, and that's oil stain. Yeah, oil stain. And you will see the magic of oil stain momentarily. All right, so let's start with a light kind of piece here, so you can really kind of see what this thing is capable of. All right, so nice light gray piece. This is to the back of the foot of the Jesta, kind of like a, I don't know, almost like the ankle or something like that. So, so my process is one glove, Michael Jackson it up. Hee hee. And since I'm right-handed, this goes on my left hand. Now this is to actually hold the parts, okay? Because the last thing you want is fingerprints in your beautifully weathered piece. So that's why I wear one glove, okay? All right, and before I forget, in addition to these little applicator brushes, I really like to use the little foam triangles that I showed when we did decals, right? These, I'll show you why here in a moment, okay? I will show you why. Those are situational, but they're really good to have, okay? So, without any further ado, we're gonna bring our oil stain up in here, right there. And we're going to load up our little applicator, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight the edges a little bit, okay? So just very lightly, not a ton of pressure. And you can already see the edges starting to highlight. And this thing is picking up dirt. You want to do this pretty much from all angles, because that's where the dirt's going to come from. It's going to come from all angles, basically. Now, since this is going on the foot, this thing is going to get dirtied up pretty good. So this is just kind of the first initial pass, if you will. Okay. And there, you can kind of see the edges starting to pick up that color. Especially like right in here on the corners and stuff. So we're going to continue to load up the brush here. I'm just going to go to town on this thing. Especially at the bottom, because that's where most of the dirt and grime is going to come from. If this thing is walking around on solid earth, then it's going to pick up some dirt, right? Man, look at that. Look how beautiful that is, right? Okay, comparison time. Check this out. Where's the other low angle? Okay, so this is going to blow your minds. Stay tuned. Hold up. All right, so there's the piece, beautifully weathered, right? Not much changed, right? Wrong. Look at that. Look at the difference, you guys. Look at the difference in that. That's nuts. That is crazy, right? So we're gonna dirty this sumbitch up, because here's the bottom of the foot and the lower, basically what it's on, right? So this thing is super dirty, and this thing has gotta basically sit on here and try to match, right? So we gotta get this thing a lot more dirty to make it look realistic, okay? So, like I said, you want to get this thing dirty at all angles. You want to highlight this whole thing. Even the places that you probably won't see, even if it's underneath of another part, man, dirty it up anyways, because that one edge that you may forget to do will be the one edge that you'll see blaringly, and people will be like, oh, you missed that edge. Why'd you do that? That looks stupid. Right? So, what are you going to do? All right, so, and mind you, please remember, I am not a weathering guy. I am not a weathering master at any stretch of the imagination. I'm not really good at even weathering, I would say. I'm just not. I just know what I kind of like and what I think looks good, and I think this looks good. That's it. I think it looks good. Plain and simple. So basically all I'm doing is just kind of going back and forth, real light on this piece, just like this, just back and forth, right? And that's kind of where we're getting to, right? Dwidget! Tim, we all know that's a lie. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. No, I'm not. I'm so not a weathering guy. I'm not... I really do prefer clean builds, and Andrew Young actually said to me a little bit before the stream, he's just like, it hurts me that I'm weathering this thing. He wanted it to be clean, so I just don't think with the base and the way that it's dropping, having it clean just wouldn't look, I don't know, great. It wouldn't look good, you know? So, Bailey, great point. So, what Bailey's saying is, pigments, the true powders, ideally need a satin or matte finish to work and affix to, right? Exactly. But the cool thing about this, the weathering powders, is since they have a little bit of moisture, just a bit, they will adhere to a gloss finish like I have. And I actually prefer using that, using these on a gloss finish, because you can see how just silky smooth these go down, right? It's just, they're crazy. Now, when it comes to the sponges, right? You can do the same thing with the sponges that you do with the little applicators. Just load that sucker up and just go to work. I honestly like the applicators a little bit better. That's just my opinion. But for kind of large, detailed, super detailed areas, man, these sponges work really well. Let's see, for like internal mechanics. So for instance, like a piece like this, right? I'd probably use the sponge on, just simply because there's a ton of surface area on there. There's a lot of subtle details, and going over that with your brush and trying to hit all of the details, it just wouldn't be efficient. Put it that way, right? So that's why I kind of use the brush and the sponge kind of as a combo. And if you happen to run into a spot where you might have gone a little bit overboard, use a clean side of the sponge, wipe that sumbitch off, just clean it off, right? Easy peasy. And if you've got places where it just needs a little bit of blending, that's what makes the sponge absolutely perfect, right? So there is our dirty piece. There is our super clean, fresh off the showroom piece. Look at the difference, you guys. Whoops, as I drop the damn thing. Look at that. That's so crazy, right? Man. Now, throw a matte coat or flat coat on top of this thing. You're good to go. Good to go. So, I like to use oil stain the most. That is my color of choice beyond any other color. But the true power of these sets is that you can mix and match colors and kind of blend different colors and layer the different colors, right? So for this, we're not done yet. We're not done with this guy. We're going to come back in with the soot color, whoop, whoop, right there. And we're going to load up the other applicator that I've got. And we're going to layer this, and we're going to dirty up the bottom even more. Because like I said, that's where all of the dirt and grime and crap and crud is going to come in. That's where you're going to kick up all the, you know, like the different, I don't know, like the fluids and the hydraulic fluid and oil and grease and the grime and all that stuff. That's where it's all coming in, you know? That's where it's all going to start, is the bottom. So you got to, in my opinion, you got to work from the bottom up when you do something like this, because that's where these big giant freaking robots are going to be dirtied up the most. So we just have a little bit of that soot on the bottom there, just a highlight or low light, I guess, just to get that just nice and dirty just at the bottom there. So when we go to attach it to the lower heel, yeah, look at that, you guys. Now that looks a lot brighter on camera than it does in person. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's see if I can't get it shadowed. No. Anyway, but yeah, so you can see the difference is just nuts. Night and day. Night and day. So, that's why I like to use these things, you guys. It's just, yeah. What color was that rust? Just rust. Guelo, over there on Twitch. Rust. But, if you're talking about the color that I used, oil stain. From set D. Oil stain. Yeah. Yes, D and B will Matamoros. D, sets D and B. Those are my top two choices. Now, that doesn't mean to say that all of the other ones don't have value, because they absolutely do. Absolutely do. I mean, you're talking about you're talking about sand, light sand, and mud. If you really want to get super nuts on weathering, if you've got kind of darker colors or something like that that needs to be scuffed up, man, all of these, or if you want to kind of bring just a hint of metallic look to something, these set F. And then also too, this is a really nice one. This is orange rust, gunmetal, and pure silver at that point too. So yeah, man, all of these sets have great uses. And for you guys that build figures, like resin figures and stuff like that, they actually have new sets out for like skin tones and things like that, which from what I've seen are really nice. I don't have any use for them myself, but yeah, if you build figures like resin figures and stuff like that, booby girls, as Clem from Those Gundam Guys says, yeah, those are probably going to be very useful for you. Same type of thing, just kind of in different flesh tones. So, yeah. Go build you a booby girl. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get this thing, get its, man, look at that. The difference. Just the difference, you guys. Just crazy, right? So let's do this again. Same piece. Load up the oil stain. And what we're going to do, I'm going to focus right here along the top edge, right here, right? And I'm going to hold it kind of at an incline. Kind of this way. Come on. Kind of like this. And we're going to do that kind of action. Just real quick back and forth, right? Very, very light. You don't want to press down with this. Because if you press down, there's a plastic, I guess, shank or whatever that this spongy tip goes onto. And that can gouge into your piece. Not good. Not good. So, we're just going to real quick just go through that. We're just highlighting these edges. Highlight, highlight, highlight. And we're going to focus most of it on the bottom here. Because like I said, that's where the dirt and the grime and the grit and the nastiness, that's where it's all going to come into play, right? And like I said, even these surfaces back here, the surfaces that you may not even happen to see, get it dirty. Because just in the off chance that you might see them, it's going to stand out like a sore thumb if it's not dirtied up like the rest of it. Man, look at that. Just side by side. Just these two surfaces here just looks crazy. And you know what? Let's get you guys zoomed in, super zoomed in, so you can really see. All right, let's get autofocus back there. Okay, boom, boom. All right, so let's bring in this piece here first. Where did we go? There we go. Woo! And then we're gonna manual. There we go. It's just silky smooth. Silky, silky smooth. Look at that. Just the highlighting and the nice creamy blends and everything like that. Look how great that looks, you guys. Man. Those are the two sides, comparatively. We still got more to do on this side. We still got a lot more to do on that side, but here's another comparison of clean versus dirty. Ah, as I drop it again. Look at that. I love it. I just love it. It just looks so good, right? So, Guelo over there on Twitch, he asks, okay, so you top coat after this, correct? Yes, Guelo. Abso-100%lutely. Because essentially what this is still kind of glossed, right? Because like I said, this is a gloss finish. Even though this is dirtied up, it still has... Freaking box. It still has a shine to it, right? And a reflectivity. You can see, maybe we can catch one of the desk lamps here. Yeah, see? Oh, you just saw it. There it is, see? It still has a reflectivity to it. So, yeah, I need to hit that still with like a matte coat. I don't necessarily like... don't necessarily like flat, like pure flat, because if you look at something like an oil tanker, right? They usually they're usually flat paint. But from a distance and with the size of it, it still has a certain amount of reflectivity. So that's why I like to use matte instead of pure flat to retain just a little teensy weensy bit of reflectivity. You missed that on there, man, it looks like $1,000,000. So that's what I do. Anyway, hey, Julius Dembski. What's going on, man? Happy New Year to you too. And then I saw Ultraman Dyna in there. He says, yo, 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 I made it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Excuse me. Beklempt. Let's see. Spider 2K2, black screen on my end. What? Oh, never mind. He fixed it. I don't know, James. It's all you, buddy. Anyway. Cheers to all of you. Happy New Year's. Oh, yeah. All right. So, you guys. Continuing on with this oil stain. I'm going to put the other piece over there. We're going to continue to go at this thing. Am I on camera? Yep. Cool. And you want to hit it, like I said, all angles. All of the corners and everything. You want to hit that at all of the angles. So there's two angles. There's kind of like a little chamfered bit right here. Right there. So you want to hit it both this way and this way, right? And really, really light passes. I can't stress that enough, because if you go digging into this thing, you're done. You're just done. And you're going to have to load up your brush, every couple minutes. Because even though this looks like it's full of pigment and everything, it's not going to lay down onto the piece, unfortunately. It's just kind of in the brush from now on. Permanently affixed to the brush. Alright. Let's get that edge highlighting going. And then, of course, the bottom here. Load up the brush again. And the more passes you go over this thing, the more and more it builds up. And you can kind of see the color starting to come in to into play here, because that's kind of a perfect shot here, because this side has been weathered, this side has not been touched, right? So clean, dirty, clean, dirty. So you can see the difference in color alone, just the hue of it, right? Okay. Alright, so that looks good there. Now we just kind of go back over this whole thing and really go to work on it. Dirty this sumbitch up. It's a dirty girl. Alright. Now, if for some reason you do kind of dig in and you scratch some of this off, it's actually not the end of the world, right? I'll show you why. Okay. So, let's get super zoomed in on this, because you can see that it scratched a little bit there, right? Yep, okay, cool. So, right here, that's an example of if you dig in too much. Okay? That's what's going to happen right there. This gouge right here is what's going to happen. Now, it's not the end of the world. Let's get back on camera there, because you can go back over this thing, and that's actually going to give it kind of like a scratch mark look, right? even though it's there, just leave it there, right? Maybe do another one. Don't do a ton of them, right? Don't do a ton of them. But if you happen to gouge into it a little bit too much, it's not the end of the world, right? That's pretty good looking. I dig that, right? I dig it. All right, here we are. Whew, man, oh man. It's warm in here, you guys. I don't know what happened, but it's warm in here. I'm sweating my butt off. Crazy, right? Anyway, let's talk to some people, shall we? Hey, look, Crovero was over there on Facebook. Juan Santabenez. He says, man, bro, that's something I want to dip into more this year. Weathering, that's looking amazing, dude. And thank you, Crow. Appreciate that, brother. Alex Delseni is over there, too. He says, Happy New Year, fella. Happy New Year to you. Cheers. And why not? Anyway, he says the sponge starts to fray and wear out a lot quicker when you hit it too hard. It's true. Because this side, where is it? Where's the camera? This side is fraying up a lot, but this side is still usable, right? But we're going to change that here momentarily. That's what these brushes look like. They're actually stark white, but as you use them, yeah, they take on the pigment color. So it is what it is, right? He says, I loved using the flesh set to add blush-like tones on my last Frame Arms Girl build. It's literally as if you're applying makeup, not that I know anything about that, though. Don't lie. Don't lie, Alex. Don't lie. Nice. All right, let's see. What's going on? GizmoCon Gunpla. He says, damn thing went too fast on me here. Let's go scroll back up here. I've experimented. My thing to do is do the hairspray chipping fluid and paint, gloss with streaking and grime wash, then matte pigment, then matte coat again to seal it in. Yeah, everybody's got their own, you know, unique thing or process, right? This is just my process. And I'm not a weathering guy. I continue to say that to you guys. If you guys want to see weathering guys, go look at When I'm On. Go look at Jordan Neidert. Go look at Rob Ponte, Gundam Taz. Those guys, those are the ones that I look to for, weathering, right? They just do amazing work in terms of realistic weathering. So. Flynn Berger's with us. He says, dying to get a matte coat on my Sniper 2 so I can both the crap out of it. Flynn, you lost me there. I don't know what you meant. Both the crap out of it? Bash the crap out of it? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully. We'll see. Anyway. Let's see. Nice. Texas talking about Japan. She says it's 1 o'clock over there. Nice. Very cool. JP, so right now it's a straight plastic, then apply the weathering and then finish with a top. No, no, sir. No, JP, this is fully painted, modified, the whole 9 yards. This is a Jesta. So this gray piece is actually that piece. No, this navy blue piece right here. So that's what that is. So yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to that piece. There's a lot to this kit. So yeah, fully modified, the whole 9 yards. Let's see. Kenneth Sim. What's going on, Kenneth? When doing weathering, armor parts can be imperfection. Absolutely. Weathering is kind of like, it's a process to quote unquote hide your crimes, as Adam Savage is fond of saying. So yeah. Let's see. Robot restaurant. That looks like a crazy time. Scuffle's with us. He says somebody needs to make a diorama of the MS crew washing a Gundam to get all that grime off. Dude, you know what? That would actually kind of be a tight build, man. I think that would be cool as shit, to be quite frank. I think you need to get that done. Let's go. Let's see. GizmoCon Gunplay. Yeah, Taz has been helping me with understanding oil mapping. Yeah, see, there you go. I don't even know what that is. But I know it has to do with weathering, and I know it has to do with oil paints and spreading that all around. I don't know. I scratch, build, and modify and shit, so whatever. Let's see. Woo, lots of new comments. You guys are going crazy in the chat. And everybody's talking to Tex. Talking about how she's in Japan and everything. That's fair. That's interesting, right? Let's see. Bailey says another recommendation is to focus the weathering on the feet and the legs and get progressively lighter as you go up to the top of the mobile suit. Bingo. Exactly. Exactly. Twitcha says, nah, they would just run it through the river. Right? Kenneth Sims says, you know how to get, he says, you know how to get to Japan for free this year, Tim. I do. Hard work, right? Hard work, man. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take this year. This year, everyone is entering. Everyone is gunning. This year will be probably one of the toughest years in GBWC in the US. I can comfortably say that. Yeah, I can comfortably say that. So it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be so much fun. Can't wait to get started. Can't wait to show you guys the box that it's coming in, because that will tell a very big story. Oh yeah. Let's see. Ultraman Dinah, Tim, did you get the kits you were waiting for? Actually, no, not yet. We're still waiting on them. But they are in transit. They are on their way here. I can't wait. Not all of them came in. Still got a few to work on. So that's gonna be another 2 weeks for those. But the bulk of them are on the way. Yeah. So Diligent New Type. He says over there on Twitch. He says, I still don't know how to approach entering GBWC. I'm still not sure what judges are actually looking for. Brother, if I could tell you that, I'd have the key to the kingdom. It changes year to year, man. You know? And like Sorvan said, yeah, nobody knows. It's always a guess. And that's about as accurate as we can get, unfortunately. You know, one year they're looking for artistic. The next year they're looking for technical. The next year after that, they're back on artistic. The next year they're maybe looking for a mix of artistic and technical. Who knows? It's all on what Kawaguchi wants to see this year and what they deem as creative. Because people have said, and you know, I don't want to necessarily source this quote, but I have a friend who has spoken with Kawaguchi in the past at previous GBWCs, saying that creativity in terms of detailing and meticulous mechanical detail is not the same as artistic creativity. And let's go back to one camera, because I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. In my opinion, And really, what does my opinion matter? But in my opinion, it does take a large amount of creativity to do mechanical style, technical style builds, because you know, especially if you're scratch building or something like that, you have to think about the mechanisms and the mechanics and how things move and bend and operate and all of that. So I think there's a huge part of creativity in that aspect of things that may be getting lost on the higher echelon of GBWC judging. So I don't know. I'm just going to build what I build, and I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to be happy with it at the end of the day, and there's not much more I could do after that, you know? The thing of it, the best approach when you go to GBWC is not to build to beat anyone. You build to be the best that you can. The best within inside of your own imagination, and the best piece that you can possibly create that year. That's how I would approach it. Sucks, because compared to competitions like SCGMC or IPMS, you have a scoring rubric, and you know kind of exactly what the judges are scoring off of, right? GBWC, man, it's very vague. They have 3 categories. You get 100 points per category per judge, and then they subtract based off of their objective opinions, or subjective opinions for that matter. So, yeah, man, it just Diligent New Type. The best thing I can tell you, man, is just build the best damn model that you are capable of building, and then at the end of the day, it's up to the judges. Hopefully with an S. Hopefully with an S. But hey, you know what? If it happens, it happens, man. You know? If it happens, it happens. I'm gonna go balls out this year, and I'm gonna get super ambitious with my build. And I say good luck to everyone. And I say good luck to me, because I'm definitely gonna need it. Because time will not be on my side this year. It will not. Even if I start right now, time will not be on my side. Yes. Anyway. Gizmo Combo Judges with an S, hopefully. Oh, man. Diligent New Type, I agree with that approach. Be your best you. Yeah, you're damn right. Good. All right. Let's see. Evan Tiger. What was... yeah, we're not talking about that, dude. Hit me up after, and I'll fill you in. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not talking about this. This is not the arena for that. Let's put it that way. But yeah, Evan Tiger, hit me up after, and I'll fill you in. Let's see, Spider2K2, if you want to know the best idea of technical aspect of a model, look at the PG kits up to the strike and red frame ashtray, and you'll see mechanical detail there. Yeah, those are great, great examples of mechanical detail, right? Books like Master Archives is another great example of mechanical details and stuff like that. So, yeah. Tex Marquise hopping off. Tex, enjoy Japan. Enjoy Japan. Looks like you're having a ball so far. Continue to enjoy it. So, but yeah, so books like the Master Archives, some of the other art books and stuff like that, those are great sources of reference for mechanical details and things like that. Another great inspiration for me is artstation.com. And you guys have heard me talk about this before, but it's a great website that a ton of professional concept artists post their work too. And man, just some amazing, amazing, amazing works on there, pieces of artwork and stuff like that. That's one of the places where I got the inspiration for the Aussie. One of my favorite artists, he kind of he posted an image that he did, some medieval armor in kind of like an eagle motif, and it had that kind of same head style like the Aussie has, and that's where I got the inspiration from. All right, we're going back with the soot color here, and we're just gonna dirty up the bottom edges of this guy, and then we'll move on to a different part. Hopefully we can move on to like a red part so I can show you guys how to do red or even a darker color, right? F and Tiger, great question. Who do you follow on ArtStation? Man, there's so many. Emerson Tung is just a crazy amazing artist. Ben Morrow is a wonderful artist. What's his name? Jake Armstrong. Also wonderfully talented artist. There's a bunch of concept artists from Asia, China, Taiwan, Malaysia, places like that I follow as well. I don't remember the names off the top of my head, unfortunately, but those are some of the bigger names. Yeah, there's just a ton of them. I also follow them on places like Instagram and stuff too. Those are yeah, Emerson. Emerson is the man, dude. I love his work. He's amazing, amazing master. I've got his art book in the whole 9 yards, and it's just crazy. Let's see, who else do I follow on there? And the cool thing about ArtStation, you guys, is that they actually have an app. Let's see, where is it? ArtStation. Here we go. Okay, let's do a little iPhone check-in here, shall we? Cool. Just real quick, just a little bit of break from the norm. From the old school monotony, how it's gotten to be. Sorry, Fresh Prince. Anyway, ArtStation, right? So this is the iPhone app. They also have it for Google and stuff like that, right? Okay, so this is the activity. Looks like they changed this browse. Okay, cool. So this is the browse screen, right? And you can go from trending, these 3 drop down, latest picks, or just the people that I'm following. I like to do that sometimes. And here's a bunch of them. These are the folks that I follow here. This one, Heng Z, he's one of my favorites. This guy is nuts. When it comes to mechanics and things like that, mechs and all this stuff. I mean, come on, dude. This is just nuts. And you can zoom in like crazy on this, right? You can get into like all the crispy, gory details, and I mean all the little decal markings, everything, right? Bailey says, off topic, Tim, do you like Verizon? Thinking of switching from T-Mobile? Yes, I've never had an issue with Verizon. Mind you, this is through the company. This is a company phone, but yes, we have Verizon, and yeah, it's been absolutely stellar. Never had an issue. So, but yeah, man, I mean, look at this. This is just crazy cool mechanical detail that you can kind of get, dug into, right? This is just one of my favorites. So look at this thing, you guys. I mean, come on, right? look at the crazy amounts of mechanics that is in this piece. I mean, come on. You could get so many ideas off of this. You could just copy some of these things and it would be amazing, right? I mean, this is nuts. And this is why Heng Zi is one of my favorites, right? It's just super, super cool mech design. Just awesome. Just awesome. And then he's got, you know, several different variations of it, you know, stripped down versions, different color schemes, the whole 9 yards. This whole website is just absolutely amazing. And, you know, they even have just weapon designs like this. I mean, this looks, obviously, this is a nail gun, but the thing is that get rid of the nails, you could turn that, you could make that look like a really kick-ass pistol, you know? So, yeah. Let's go back. So Heng Zi is one of my absolute favorites. Let's see. Nivan Sharanthara. He's another one of my big favorites. I also follow him on Instagram. Very, very talented. Let's see. Where is this? Brian Sum. He's another very talented artist. Where are the weapons? This is Heng Zi. Yeah, this is Heng Zi again. Let's see. Let's narrow this down by subject matter. Let's go down to weapons. Done. And you can sort by subject matter. So these are weapons that you can search of, right? This is the one I'm talking about. Elijah McNeil makes some of the most insane weapons designs, you guys. I'm telling you right now. This guy is just an absolute beast when it comes to weapon designs. And actually, one of his designs is actually what I based the Aussie weapon off of. Let's go ahead and hit his page up, his artist profile here. Let's see. Weapons. Here we go. Let's see if we can find the weapon that I based the Aussie one off of. Where is it here? Oh man, I don't see it. That sucks. I don't see it there. Let's go back to all projects and see what we can find here. Is this it? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't see it. That's a shame. But yeah, I mean, this guy, the level of detail on these weapons is just stupid insane. So, yeah, Elijah McNeil, definitely my go-to designer when it comes to weapons inspiration. It's just, yeah, just crazy. So let's go back, click off of that. Just kind of get deep on this thing. Let's see what's what here. Let's see, who's this right here? Beihao Wang. Just some great character design, environments and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. So yeah, I mean, I just go through it and go away. Fuck it. Anyway, I follow people that I like their work, and that I can get some really, really great inspiration from. So that's what I do. So hopefully that helps. Yeah. So good question, Effin Tiger. He's like, Effin Tiger says, "Ooh, so you like that Metal Geary shit? Haha, me too. I wanted to see a mecha build using human arms and stuff." Yeah. So I think you're talking about Heng Z. Yeah, dude, his stuff is just insane for me. I'm like so drawn to it. That's like my aesthetic all day long. All day long. Cheers. All right. Wow, it's 11:20, you guys. I didn't know time was going by that quick. So let's get back to this, shall we? So this is one of the side grenade racks. This is the cover for the side grenade rack, right? So we're gonna ditch this this little applicator because it's seen better days. It's starting to fray up and everything like that. So we're gonna pull one of these new ones out from the bag. And so yeah, like I said, they're stark white first, right? Let's yank this guy off here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, the plastic shank inside. So that's what's inside that will kind of scratch up your surface right there. So you do need to be careful. This one is wider, it's glued on there, but it'll mess up your shit, so be careful. All right, let's get this thing loaded up here. That's a good start so far. Okay. And then again, we're just going to go around this thing, right along the edges and stuff, real light. And that's going to pick up this nice dark brown tone from the oil stain. And it's just going to set off that red. And you can see it there. It's just going to be like a dirty, dirty kind of grimy edge to it. And that's exactly the look that I'm going for. I want this thing to look a little bit battle worn, not as much as the Aussie. The Aussie was extreme, right? So for this, I just want kind of just dirty, dusty, you know, like it's been through a couple skirmishes, but nothing major. It's kind of the look for it, right? So, Julius Dembski says, where do you get the replacement sponge applicators? Great question, Julius. Amazon. Dude, I get everything off Amazon. I am an Amazon fiend. I should own stock in Amazon. I really should. As much as I promote the damn place. It's just so easy to find stuff and buy it and get it shipped to you in a couple days, especially if you have Prime and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just a fucking mark for Amazon. I can't help it. Okay. That, my friends, is starting to look nice and dirty. Dirty, dirty. Alright, now we're going to get all of the edges here. Even these round edges here where the grenades are. Got to get those. Because even if you really don't see it all that much, you still will catch the edges and stuff like that, right? So, Guelo says he just got 59 for $7, or 50 for $7. Yeah. And if they're quality, man, then that's a good deal too, right? Because these aren't the best, but I mean, you don't really need good ones for this. These here, these are good ones, but these still wear out really quickly. So it's just like, Okay. This is getting to be about where I want it. I just need a little color on this white decal here. Just need to grime that up and bring down the white Just enough to be believable. But there we go. That is exactly where I need it to be. Okay? Dirty. Clean. Look at the difference. Let's get super zoomed in so you can see the difference. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get these things centered up here. Let's see. Yeah. So there we go. So you can see the edges are shadowed or highlighted or what have you there. But you can see this is all just kind of a flat color right there, right? And you know, the shadowing effect around this gray part just makes it pop, in my opinion, as compared to the super clean. Now, mind you, I prefer super clean. I like this one better. But it's not always appropriate for the piece that you're doing. For this, the airdrop, the appropriate piece, the appropriate method, in my opinion, is the dirty one. It's just the way it goes sometimes. You just got to think about what would make it look the best. What's appropriate, right? So, in my opinion, the dirty one's appropriate for the airdrop. So, there we go. Chris R., are you going to be doing any chipping effect around the edges also? No, I'm actually not. I'm going to avoid chipping this one because I just want this thing to be kind of dirty. Just dirty, not busted up or anything like that. Just dirty. Scuffle says, I hope he does do chipping effects since this is a grunt suit. But if this were like a main Gundam, I don't want to see a single scratch on it because Super Pilot. Yeah, you know, like I said before, I don't want this thing to be busted up and grimed up and everything like that, like the Aussie was, right? The Aussie, I wanted that to look like it's been through hell and back, right? And I wanted it to look like the pilot just is a super badass, and he didn't want it fixed up. Hey, Lexi Rowe, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. I didn't want the Aussie to I didn't want the what I'm thinking was like the pilot didn't want it fixed. He wanted all the scratches and dings and chips and everything to be kind of like, I don't know, like a badge of honor or something like that, right? So Mike Wines over there on Facebook. What's up, Mike? He says, dirty little girl. Okay, weirdo. So yeah, this is just going to be grimy. This is just going to be dirty. So it's going to be somewhat new-ish. Okay, so let's see, Alex Bruce, if the MS is an airdrop grunt suit, the feet could be well enough dirty due to the multiple drops. Exactly. And they superly are dirty, right? Because here is the bottom of one of the heels. Yeah. So this middle color here is that color there. So that's how dirty I made it on the bottom of the feet and everything like that. And this all of this is just grimed up to like no end. Okay, so this gray right here is the same as this gray right here. Yeah, that's how dirty it is. So yeah, Alex Bruce, I totally agree with you, man. It's the bottom of the feet and the feet in general are going to be grimy, and then it's going to fade very quickly moving up the mobile suit, because that's where, you know, primary, what am I trying to say here? I don't even know. That's where most of the dirt's going to collect. Is going to be on the feet and the ankles and the legs and stuff like that. So, Sorvon Zero, those decals on the feet were once white. Yes, they were. That's right. They were once, yeah. Those were once stark white. Let's see if we can get a comparison here. No. Yeah. So that dark gray right there on the front skirt with the white, that's what it turned into. Before, after. So yeah, that is super. That heel is super dirty, and that's basically the way that the feet are gonna look. So yeah. Hey Schultz, what's going on, B? He says, hey Tim, what's up with seeing the edges of your water slides? You normally don't see that top coat a bit thick, or is it just because super zoom? It's because super zoom, dude. Yeah, super zoom picks up everything. Once you matte coat these, yeah, you're not gonna see these. Like if I hold them just in the right way, like in person, I can see the edges just because of the shine and the gloss. But after that, you can't see them a bit. So, yeah, that's once it's matte coated, yeah, they're gonna look painted on. So, not worried about it. Yeah, super zoom catches everything, dude, and it greatly distorts what it looks like in real life. It's like zooming in on a macro lens or something like that. So, no, these, I'm super happy with how these decals came out. Yeah, you can see a little of the edge right there just from the glare, but then that's more or less what it looks like in real life. Woo. Glare, no glare. So once you hit that with the matte, it'll look painted on completely. It'll look completely painted on. So, good call though. Good call. Let's see. Scrolling back up. Let's see. GizmoCon Gunpla. I say after GBWC we have, for fun, we have Tim build a kit and have it really dirty with chips, damage, scrapes, rust, grime, all 9 yard. Anyone agree? No. 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 Let's see. Evan Tiger, he says, ooh, just found out half of my inspiration album for this latest build is Depot Ma on ArtStation. You should definitely check him out. His Xeon and Macross stuff is top notch. Nice. I think I will. Let's see. Bailey says, if you were to go the chipping route, my suggestion is to do it right after top coat before pigments or oils or enamels. Yeah, I agree. And that's what I did on the Aussie. I did the chipping first and then went over that with oil stain and all that good stuff just to kind of bring it down and tone it down, make it not as contrasty as you will. So yeah, that's exactly what I would do, B. Everybody agrees with Gizmo. I'm not doing a dirty build. It ain't happening, man. Ken Sims, so do you apply decal after or before weathering? Always before, man. Always before. I see too many of these guys do the weathering and then apply decals on top of it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like the dirt and grime and everything doesn't avoid your warning marks. It goes on top of the warning marks. So yeah, the guys that do decals after weathering, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. So yeah, I think it's silly. Yeah, always do decals before weathering. So yeah. Let's see. Astray Kai, why does the feet look like it's pre-shaded? It's just the dirt and grime, and Bailey says it's just how you applied the pigments. Pre-shading has that has black corners like that is a bad pre-shade job. Yeah, pretty much. So what I think Astray Kai is talking about here is, you know, why are the edges more dirty than everything? And that's where you're seeing my glove. It'd be good if the piece is actually on camera, right? And that's, you know, that's where the grit and grime and dirt and oil and muck and all that dirty, nasty stuff is going to collect first. It's going to collect on the edges. And like Bailey said, much like a bad pre-shade job, that's why it looks this way. But me personally, I think this looks a little bit more realistic in that it's a bit more random and it's a bit more angular to the contours of the shape, as opposed to airbrushing and pre-shading and stuff like that. And so like right here, this edge right along here is very, very dark. And that's why, honestly, that's what I wanted, because this is going to catch a lot of grit and grime and dirt and stuff like that. So that's why that piece is looking the way that it is. But that's actually a good question. Very good question. Let's see. Kenneth Sim, I came across a tank model. Some stated apply after. Really? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. That just seems off. I don't know. Let's see. GizmoCon Gunpla. I got to talk to the guys and see maybe if I can sponsor a special award for SCGMC, like Best Weathered Entry. That'd be cool, yeah. That'd be cool. A. Schultz. Okay. So another top coat is due. Due for it. Yes. This is after all the pigments are applied and everything. Yes. Final matte coat to bring it all down and bring it all together and kind of bind it into one cohesive look. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go camera 1 because we're talking a lot right now and it's better. Guelo says, I'm off to bed. Thanks for the info. Night, dude. Let's see. Let's scroll back down here. Andrew Young. Oh, man. Exam blue for Blue Destiny. I'm painting. Oh. Okay. Great. Tim puts himself in masking hell on purpose. Yeah. No, that's true. Masking hell sucks. It's very bad. Very bad. Let's see. GizmoCon Gunpla. I decaled before weathering, but I also used Mark Softer and damaged some of the decals to add worn off and chipped look. Yeah, absolutely. So that's another methodology that you can do. You can scrape off some of the decals, make those look chipped, add chipping or what have you onto that. Or another method is to apply your decals 100%, all that good stuff, and then use whatever base coat that decal is laying on, kind of just brush a little bit on to the decal with, you know, a little brush, and then that will simulate a worn off marking as well. Could be very, very useful. Let's see. Julius Dembski, great first show for 2019. I'm out. Catch you all Friday. Julius, thank you for watching, brother. Scuffle, why not use a lighter color of grime on dark parts, kind of like a shiny black, or car looks dirty the second pollen hits it? Great question. I just happen to like the effects of the oil stain. Like, I'll show you the leg here. Let's go back to camera. Oh, we're still zoomed in. Shoot. Let's get out of that. Get rid of the box. And yeah, so here's the leg, the upper leg, and this is obviously very subtle because this is going to be covered mostly by the skirts, and it's not going to come into contact with a lot of dirt and grime and stuff like that. So this is much on the lighter side, but I do like just kind of the dusty, worn, kind of ugly, real world grit and grime, and just that hue, that dirty hue that the oil stain gives you, right? So that's why I use the same color on both, on all of the parts, right? I try to go lighter, obviously on some of the other parts, right? Because like whoa, Roger Wagner, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome to the family. So this is this is top of the head, right? So I went pretty light on this, just kicked the highlights off a little bit. And I might actually go back and tone this down a little bit now that I'm looking at it on a second turn. But yeah, on a lot of these light gray parts, I purposely leave them less weathered. Now, for the ones that we just did, these two guys right here, these are part of the foot. So that's where it's going to collect a lot of dirt, a lot of grime and stuff like that. So I purposely weathered these up pretty heavily, pigmented those up pretty damn heavily. Now, as a comparison, here's the collar for the Jesta, and you can see here that there's hardly any highlighting, edge highlighting, or anything on this piece. It's actually fairly clean, right? And there's a good reason for that, because other than, say, like on the edges here and stuff like that, maybe a little bit of edge highlighting here and there's not going to be a lot of dirt and grime on this. There's going to be maybe some oil, some hydraulic fluid spills, things of that nature. But this piece, for the most part, is fairly clean, right? So that's why we do what we do. I don't know. Anyway, tangent. Got way off. Anywho, so let's see. Let's go back here real quick. Ace Schultz. Oh, also the Alpha Knife are super awesome. I bought some a few weeks ago. Awesome. Good. That's good to hear, Ace. Astria Kai. Oh, who won the what shirt is Tim wearing? I don't know, dude. I didn't. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off before the stream. We were a little bit late today because I'm so out of practice with live streaming because I haven't been on here for 2 weeks. I didn't see who guessed the Jesta shirt, so I don't know who won. Bailey says, the armor modelers are generally aware to get good weathering techniques, but I have seen one put decals on a flat coat, though. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those guys, too. I don't know. That's questionable for me. It's definitely not my process, and it wouldn't be the methodology that I would use, but you know what? If it works for them, it works for them. I'm not going to tell them otherwise. So, Sorvon Zero over there on Twitch, he says, I prefer that last method of chipping decals with the base coat color. It worked awesomely for me. Yeah, that's what I do too, man. I did that on the Aussie, and I think I really liked the look of it, especially after you put the flat coat on there, because the flat coat just hides everything, and it just brings everything to one level. I think it was Ace said, in the super zoom, why do you see the edges of your decals and everything? But in real life, you don't. So it just catches the glare and everything, and then the super zoom, obviously, too, catches everything. But, man, once you put that flat coat on there, it just flattens everything to one layer. It makes it all look like it's on one layer, like it looks painted on. Flat coat hides the crimes, as, like I said, as Adam Savage says. So there you go. Carlo Castro, what's going on? All right, Tim. Awesome first stream 2019. See you next stream. Thank you for watching, Carlo. Roger Wagner, right on, man. Thanks. Hey, thank you, man. Let's see. Keep going down. Evan Tiger, is this all spoilers for Justin's tutorial? No. I don't know what Justin's doing, to be honest with you, man. He's on his He's doing his own tutorials, man. I'm not helping with them or anything like that. But we're gonna do something together. Just not that. So, cheers. Hey Schultz, Tim, do you use the same decanter technique for your flat coat, same brand as well? Yes, I do. Oh, and hey, you know what? Since we're on that topic, Soravan Zero over on Twitch, I tried the bamboo skewer thing. And it worked. It worked really well. So if I ever make a tutorial about decanting, dude, I'm going to include this and I am going to credit you fully for that because it worked amazingly. I only ran into one kind of weird problem though. When I dropped the bamboo skewer in the matte coat, it basically, the bottle almost exploded because it fizzed up and went crazy. So I think I need to be a little bit more careful with the matte coat in the future. So for those of you guys don't know, I know A. Schultz just asked what skewer thing. So when you go to decant, let's go back to one camera because we're just talking here real quick. When you go to decant the clear coats or paint or whatever, whenever you can decant something, you have to let them sit in an open container for a few hours to let the propellant off gas or dissipate. Basically just kind of air off from the mix that you just got out of the spray can, right? So what Soravan had mentioned to me and suggested to me is that use like a bamboo skewer, put that in there, and that speeds that process up tremendously. And so over the holiday break, I tried that, and it worked amazingly well, you guys. Like, surprisingly amazingly well. You know, what I did was decanted the first can, and it was gloss, and popped a skewer in there, and it off-gassed in just a couple hours, like maybe an hour and a half, which was about half the time it normally takes, which I was just shocked with. And it probably took less time than that because I just didn't check it before an hour and a half. So I was amazed at how well it worked. And that's all due to Soravan. Soravan was the one that suggested that, so man, I can't take credit for that. That is all Soravan Zero on Twitch, man, holding it down for us as always. Thank you, much appreciated, man. But yeah, so what I did was decanted a matte coat after that, and for some reason it had like this crazy reaction to the skewer being dropped in, and it just bubbled up and it went crazy, and like it overflowed the bottle that I had, and it just like I lost maybe, I don't know, just a little bit of material in it, but yeah, I mean it worked again just fabulously. So yeah, you know what, if I ever whenever I get around to doing the tutorials and stuff like that, which again I didn't have a chance to do over the holiday break because I didn't hardly do shit over the holiday break, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whenever I do get around to it, yeah, Soravan, you're getting the credit for that one, buddy, because that worked really, really well. Just stupid good. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. It was awesome. It was really, really awesome. So yeah, very, very good suggestion. Bamboo skewer explained. There you go. Gizmo Con Gumpla. Let's say, yeah, got to be careful with it at first. Soravan, thanks, appreciate that, man. Wish I would have known it back when I was doing it, right? Astria Kai, where's Frank and his foam sticks? You lost me over there with that one, man. Sorry. Andrew Young was just priming up my Blue Destiny unit and started painting. Okay, cool. F and Tiger. Oh, and have you announced what the next suit you're working on next is? Oh, you know what? Great question, F and Tiger. We actually talked about that a little bit before. So the kits that I was waiting on, they are in transit. They're on the way here. I hope to have them by the end of the week. Maybe by the next stream. I don't know. Hopefully by the beginning of next week, so I can get started on. But the bulk of the kits are on their way. I'm still waiting on a few. Those are probably going to be back in a couple weeks. So I can definitely get started on the main parts right away, right? Let's put it this way. Lots of snapping. Lots of snapping. Man, it's dry in here. Excuse me. So yeah, so those are on their way. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to show you guys the whole 9 yards. Man, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be so much fun, you guys. And it's killing me not being able to tell you the background of this thing, because there's a whole background story that we're gonna have to talk about, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm super happy with the whole situation. So, yeah. Freddy Torres, foam on a stick. Yes, inside joke. I'm sorry. That's an inside joke between me and Freddy and several other people. A Schultz, also Tim, question about painting. What do you hold your pieces while painting with? As well as, do you paint one piece at a time or multiple on a stand or some kind? It's a really good question, actually, because I didn't do any of the painting on stream. I think it's boring watching other people paint, because it's not like you can talk and interact with people while you're painting, right? It's just like, you know, and that's just boring to me. And I'm not going to put you guys through that. You can watch that on other people's channels, but you're not going to see it here. It's just stupid boring, right? Go through the masking, go through the peeling, go through the decals. That's all good, right? That stuff we can show you. I can show you, and interact in the whole 9 yards. Painting, everybody knows how to do that. But Ace, very good question. Let me grab you some of the things that I used here. So these are my paint holders, and this is a container. I forgot where I got this. I think I might have gotten this at IKEA. It's just a cereal container, and it's perfect for holding all these, right? So alligator clips just on a dowel rod. You know, that's it. And these are about these sticks are about maybe a foot long, maybe, I don't know. Obviously, some are less, some are more, but in general, that's kind of, you know, the length. And I've got, you know, I made a drying stand. It's the mother of all drying stands. It's huge. I actually can't fill it with all of these. That's how big that drying stand is. So yeah. Let's see. Everybody loves snapping. Ultraman Dino, what do you mean by the bulk of the kits? Meaning that there's a lot of kits coming in. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's more than a few. Let's put it that way. There's going to be an amount of kits in the GBWC entry. Let's put it that way. So. Ultraman Dinah says, I thought you said there were only 2. Yes, there are only there are 2 main subjects, but there are going to be multiple kits used in said 2 main subjects. I'm not gonna say anymore. I can't say anymore. Can't say anymore. Kenneth Sim, not Deep Striker? No, not for this one, man. Not for this one. I'm not pulling out the Striker for this one. Maybe in a future one. I don't know. I would. Oh man, I would absolutely love to do my Deep Striker in the Grim Reaper's motif to go along with the Hummingbird. Oh, that would be amazing, right? I would love that. But that's going to be down the line. One build at a time. One build at a time, man. Chris R says, reminds me I changed my GBWC idea, Tim, and ordered my stuff. It's on the way. Something I never do, breaking from my usual builds for it. Hey, man, getting out of that box is sometimes really fun. Let's see. Chris R says, cat scratch blocks from Walmart. Yeah, that works really well for like a drying rack. You know what? Let me show you mine, the mother of all drying racks. Hang on. Okay. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mother of all drying racks here. See, it's got 2 levels, top level, bottom level, all those holes, 3/4 MDF. These are all hand drilled, and the bottom layer here has the same holes drilled. Non-slip feet. Yes, that is the mother of all drying racks. So, yeah. That's what I put all the parts holders in, people. That's where the parts go to dry. So, I had some MDF left over and I had paint left over and all that, and I figured why not just build it, you know? I used to use like the foam flower blocks, like the green blocks that you can get from like a craft store and stuff like that. I used to use those back in the day. Then I used like packing, dense packing styrofoam and, popped them into there and stuff like that. And those worked okay. But I was just like, you know what, I need something more permanent. And then, so I made the mother of all drying racks, and then the rest is history. So there we go. Yeah. Let's see. Scuffle says, Tim, so are all of these kits going to merge into one Voltron kit, or is this going to be a Battlefield? I don't want to say too much. It's definitely going to be somewhat of a scene, a vignette. I wouldn't necessarily call it a diorama, so to speak. Yeah, there's going to be some action. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. Kit bashing. Let's put it that way. There's going to be some kit bashing. Okay, that's why multiple kits are on the way. I have a few already that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to crack into one of these bad boys right here, one of these Sazabi Verkaz. Yeah, I think this is going to be so much fun. Yes, it's going to be so much fun. Can't wait to get started, you guys. I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait to get started. F and Tiger says, part of me always feels bad for buying a kit to sacrifice for parts. Dude, do not feel bad for sacrificing parts. I'm going to take my Michael Jackson glove off here and sweaty. Let's talk about that for just a second real quick. Because, dude, I used to buy kits, and I think most of us used to buy kits to hoard kits, right? It's a sickness when you first get into a hobby, and there's a pretty common arc for a modeler. You get into the hobby, you start buying kits, and you start hoarding kits, and then you can't make them all, and then you sell them off, and then you're good, and then you buy tools, and then as your skill sets progress, then you start buying kits for parts and for kit bashing and stuff like that. So don't feel bad about that at all, man, because that's what I do too. So, like for instance, like both of these kits right here, these GN arms, I bought both of those specifically to cannibalize and part out. Just because there's so many great parts in those things. You can use them for a myriad of things. Yeah. So, let's see. Chris R. Jesus, man. Astro Kai. Oh my God, Tim. Kenneth Sim. When go painting. Why? Freddie, you could crack a skull open with that. Kenneth Sim. Tim, go hardcore. Chris R. Go big or go home. Yeah. So this is all in reference to the mother of all. The mother of all drying racks. Yeah. Hey, man. You know, it's just I like to do stuff like that. I like to build my own shit. And what better way to use leftover MDF than to build the mother of all drying racks, right? So. Oh, very dry. Very dry in here. Anyway. Diligent New Type says mine is like 1/8 of that. Yeah. Dude, you know, I figured if you're going to build a mother of all drying racks, it better be damn big. You know? But yeah, so let's see. Andrew Young, I swear to God, if you ruin a Suzabi Verkov or a bash, I'll come over there and whack you upside the head. Dude, no. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Alex Bruce, LOL, New Year's special leak, right? Astria Kai, yeah, I'm gonna start getting deep into kit bashing with high grade and master grade kits. They're the best thing to use, man. Best things to use. Drain Bamage, Customs. Great stream, definitely gave me inspiration to go back onto the bench at Drain Bramage Customs. Sweet. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Dwidget, then rinse and repeat. Nice. Chris R. just sold off most of my backlog, had over 100, now down to 20, 30-ish. Still haven't finished the purge. Yeah, you know, I think 20, 30 around that area is probably a comfortable... like a comfortable place for me in terms of backlog. I think right now I'm heavy on the backlog right now, unfortunately. I've got kits sitting on the floor and on top of some other places, and I definitely need to purge a little bit of those. So I think this coming build will help me do that, because there are a few kits in here already that I'm going to use on the GBWC entry this year. So, but I think 2030 is probably a good number, good comfortable number. Maybe less, who knows. Anyway, excuse me. Aaron Du Young, I got the narrative for parts. LOL. God, that thing is stupid amazing. Yeah, the narrative, the high grade narrative, you know, with the APAC and everything like that, that is like is a perfect kit to part out and to cannibalize. It really is. It's parts ready. Sorvon Zero says, I only worry about scrapping kits if they're expensive. No problem scrapping Revive RX-78s or something else cheap. Yeah, no, exactly. I totally agree with you, yeah. And, you know, sometimes what I will do, like, for instance, so like these two GN arms, I got those at a really, really good price. So I don't feel bad about scrapping those out. The Suzabi Verkaz, same thing. If you haven't heard me talk about that, you know, legendary sale, I got both of these for $52 a piece. $52 US a piece, shipped prime on Amazon several years ago. And it was a fluke, one of those fluke sales that, you know, just happened to go off. And it was up for, I think, maybe like half hour, 45 minutes tops, right? And then somebody found out, oh shit, they're $52. Let's change the price back. But I scored my two, so I was really happy and very, very lucky at that point. So I don't feel too bad if I mess one of these up, but I don't think I'm gonna mess one of these up. I'm pretty set in terms of concept and things, so it'll be fun. Let's scroll back up here. Roger Wagoner says, I'm working on a GM Arms right now. Yes, many very cool parts in this one. Yes, it is. Like, I used parts for the Aussie backpack. The two GN Arm, the actual arms were the two kind of thruster pod units for the Aussie backpack. Love those things. Those are great designs. Scuffle, even the original Millennium Falcon used in the movie was a bunch of Bandai kits bashed together. A lot of model kits bashed together, and that thing is just really cool. If you guys follow Tested on YouTube, it's a great channel to check out. They just posted a video today about they made a half studio scale version of the blimp from Blade Runner. And you know, Adam Savage is a huge Blade Runner fan, and I love Blade Runner. It's a great movie, classic sci-fi. But they added, oh man, if you guys haven't seen this video, the model that they made is just stupid insane. It's got two big LED screens, fiber optics everywhere, photo etch, all sorts of crazy stuff. You know, machined parts on, you know, lathes and stuff like that. It's just, oh, so nice. So go check that out. He just posted that today, and that's a great example of kit bashing and all sorts of other stuff. It's really cool. Kenneth Sim, only get kits for spare parts. We can find a high grade for $5 to $10. Yeah, you know, or maybe a little bit more than that. I know for the Aussie, I bought what? I bought two 100 Grimgirds. I bought two 144 Grimgirds, and then I bought three. What was it? I forget which kits they were. They were high grades. I bought three kits from A. Schultz, Berkana. I bought three of. God, I don't even know what, I forget the name of them. They're over there behind some other kits, so I'm not going to dig them out. But bought three high grades for that. So those all kind of went into the Aussie, right? And I don't even want to tell you when we went into the Hummingbird, because that just was a lot of kits. A lot of kits into that one. Let's see. Cyril Hottie, what's up, Cyril? I got three Master Archives books, the RX-78, Zeta, and Zephranthes, in my trip to Hokkaido. That's awesome, dude. Those are such great books. Andrew Young says, I just got a Master Archives GM book today at Kinokuniya. Really? Son of a bitch. We went to the one in New York. I couldn't find any there. That pisses me off. Oh well, whatever. Cyril Hottie, those Master Archive books are a gem for my BMC chisels to crave on Carbon Gundams. Dude, they really are. They really are. Astria Kai, the Destiny Gundam is getting a revive. I'm stoked. I'm not big into that. I really am not. I'm not big into high grades. You guys know that. I'm a 1/100 scale guy. If I'm gonna get a 144, I'm gonna get it to scrap and part out and stuff like that, just like these GN Arms, you know. Oh, or they're like 144 Grimgirds to bash into the Aussie. That's what I do. Let's see, Andrew Young. Screw it, y'all. Not doing it right if you don't scrap a Deep Striker full price. Jesus. Chris R., if you clean up your backlog, if you clean up your backlog tank, I think he meant Tim, I'll take that hover truck I see back there. Oh, that one? Yeah, no, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. Or you're not getting the tank either. No. I have special plans for those, but I don't know when those plans are going to come to fruition. Cyril Hottie, the guy who does the Master Archive designs, is a genius. I agree. Totally agree. Sakuri, welcome. All I can think of is that Mad TV, what's it, the chick, she's like, I'll cut you, and she goes, security. That's what I think of when I see that name. Sorry, tangent. But hey, thanks for watching, Sakuri. I really appreciate that. They say, I am too. Destiny High Grade was the first gunpla I ever made. See, there you go. Nice. Scuffle says, GBWC, yeah, I'm not going to read that one. I don't need to read that one. Sorry, Scuffle. Diligent New Type, I just got full armor Gundam Verka for $11.95. Damn, dude. Nice. Freddy was wrong over there on Twitch. He says, that blimp is amazing. Diligent New Type, yeah, that was 3 years ago. I guess for that full armor Verka. That's a crazy price, dude. Thaddeus Sturzacker. I hope I'm saying that right, Thaddeus. He says, mate, you're truly an inspirational person, and I'm glad you have the courage and skill to scrap kits for parts. Hey, man. You know, it's one of those things, like, when you get like, I guess, I don't know, to a certain experience level, you just kind of, you get past that fear of worrying about, you know, screwing up kits and stuff like that, and you just want to do something different. That's all. That's it. So, but I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Ultraman Dyna, so when you are ready, you will give us the 411 with details for your GBWC entry, right? The suspense is killing me. Yes, dude, yes. Ultraman Dyna, yes. As soon as the kits get here, pretty much most will be explained. Yeah. Because like I said, even aside from the kits and the entry and everything like that, there's more to it. There's more story to this whole thing. Yeah, it'll be really cool. It'll be really cool, and I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm very, very excited about this whole situation. Excuse me. Evan Tiger, where do you guys find those books? Oh, the Master Archives. Man, they're a little bit harder to find. You're probably going to have to go to like HLJ, Hobby Search, Mandarake, one of those, you know, one of the Japanese sites. I know Andrew said Kinokuria, or however you pronounce it. Some of those bookstores that are like in New York, LA, places like that. Yeah, you got to get them from Japan, pretty much. You can't get them anyplace else. But they are worth their weight in gold. I would definitely suggest either HLJ. They don't have the greatest stock in the world, but Hobby Search, they're my vendor of choice when I have to go Japan-wise. You may also want to hit up the Dwidget or Ace Schultz on here. Those guys can probably hook you up. They have connections. So yeah, those are the sources that I would go to. So there you go. Evan Tiger, also high grades forever. I get master grades for parts. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know what? Different strokes for different folks, man. You know. Ace Schultz, Deep Striker is not that much though. Oh, you're gonna set Andrew off like crazy, man. Andrew Young, nah, man. I went to Kinokuniya, okay, at Mitsuwa in Jersey. Oh, okay. They had a bunch of Master Archive books there, plus a bunch of other books. See, the wife and I went to when we went to New York for Anime NYC. We went to the Kino up there in the city, and they didn't have shit. So I guess it's, you know, you go to different ones and everything. And we looked, you know, all the different floors they had in there, top to bottom, and I couldn't find a damn thing. So found the modeling books and stuff like that, but I couldn't find any of the Master Archives. So that kind of, yeah, is what it is. Let's see, Alareth over there on Twitch. Someday I may get into kit bashing. Just finished my 3rd kit. Awesome, dude. Well, thank you for watching, man. You know, 3rd kit, that's nothing to sneeze at. So just keep going with it. F and Tiger, damn, West Virginia is not very Mecha fan friendly. Dude, you know what? Trust me, I know the feeling. I'm just probably a few hours away from him. I'm over here in Maryland, and Yeah, it's not the greatest. You know, I've felt many times like a one-man island, so it is what it is, dude. Just gotta make do with what you got. A. Schultz, I think when I had my Deep Striker, it was 185. I think Therno has one left as well for around that. So there you go. Bon Qui, thank you, Freddie. Bon Qui, yes. Security, yes. Oh my God, I loved Bon Qui. She was funny, man. She was very funny. Bon Qui. Jesus. Anyway, so let's keep moving on in the chat here. Goddamn. Let's see. Kenneth Sims, besides kits, Tim bought any new toys or tools lately? You know what? No, man. I have been relatively good on that front. I didn't get any tools or kits for Christmas. Didn't want any, really, because I got enough, you know. I do need to break down and buy some silicone mold rubber. I gotta get some Smooth On from Amazon. They have it at a good price. I gotta get that, and I want to make a mold of Greeblies, so I can just cast as many Greeblies as I want. So I can do a tutorial and show you guys how to do that. It's pretty simple. Oh, you guys, it's so dry in here. I'm dying. It's hot. It's dry. I have dry eyes too, so my eyes are just like. Anywho, let's see. Dwidget, yay! Hunting for old release P Bandai while watching the stream, dude. Nice, love it. Let's see. Keep going. Chris R. Shipping was like 15 to 20. Okay. AnimeBooks.com. Bailey, there you go. Nice. Good call. I didn't know about that. Machu over there on YouTube. Thank you for watching, Machu. You got to scrap enough kits to stop caring. It's kind of true. It really is, man. Like, okay, so over here for you guys. God, I'm pointing like over this way, but it actually looks like I'm pointing right there, right? But these kits right here on the floor, this whole box and all these sprues and everything, these are all scrapped kits, you guys. Old kits that I tried to build back in my early days and stuff like that, or kits that I've purposely taken and kit bashed and stuff like that. That's kind of where they reside down there in that corner of scrap, if you will. But yeah, man, you know, you're gonna screw up kits. And if you do, keep them, because you can bash them afterwards, and you can use those for parts and stuff. So even if you screw up, they can return. Those parts can return and kind of help you in later builds. So think about it that way. Yeah. Let's see. Scuffle says, yeah, then you can walk a block away for some good Korean food after Gundam Planet. Yeah, Gundam Planet. I've never been to Gundam Planet. I don't know if I want to go to Gundam Planet. I don't know about those guys. But a lot of people like them, so I'm not gonna knock it. And F and Tiger, damn, your build coming with some lore. You know, that's a good way of looking at it. Mind you, I do like to kind of get a little deep with concepts and stuff like that. So yeah, the 2019 build that I'm going to be doing definitely has a theme. Let's put it that way. Maybe not lore, maybe theme is the better way to describe it, right? And you guys will completely understand the theme once, you know, once I get into the building and everything like that. That will become obvious. Let's put it that way. So But even beyond that, just how this whole build is coming together, there's more to that story. Let's put it that way. There's more to the story than just me being able to build these kits. Okay? I know that sounds cryptic, I know it sounds super vague, and I know it doesn't make sense right now. But when the kits get here, when I show you, when we do kind of the unboxing and all that shit, it will all make sense. I promise you. It will all make sense. It's just very exciting. It's very exciting for me. So I hope to share that with you guys. And I hope it's not, I hope it's not a letdown. That was my main concern. I hope it's not a letdown for you guys, because it's exciting for me, and I hope it's going to be exciting for you guys. I hope it's going to be cool. I hope that you will think that it's cool. I don't know. We'll have to see, right? Only time will tell. Let's see. A. Schultz, yeah, me and Thurno are working on supplying those as well, talking about the Master Archive books. Excellent. Bailey posted a link on YouTube, animebooks.com. Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, there are resources all around. Sakuri, CD Japan has Master Archive books too. Mostly the new ones though. Interesting. I have to check that out, because I definitely need to get some of the new ones. Yeah. Let's see. Alex Bruce, Ocean City is amazing. See, there's two different Ocean Cities. There's Ocean City, Maryland, and there's Ocean City, New Jersey. There's two Ocean Cities, so you gotta... Ocean City, Maryland is cool. I've never been to Ocean City, New Jersey. But Ocean City, Maryland is cool. We go down there sometimes, so it's good. But hey, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that, buddy. Dwidget, also because I haven't convinced him to buy more stuffs. Man, I'm a sucker for... I'm a sucker for little things. I don't need big things. I don't need rare items or anything like that. You know what? And I honestly, to your guys' credit, you guys hook it up like crazy. Trust me, Thurno, the Dwidget, and A. Schultz Bracana, man. Go check them out on Facebook. Thurno Hobbies and Games on Facebook, and then also It's a Gundam Sales on Facebook. That is Dwidget and A. Schultz Facebook pages respectively. Go check those guys out, man. They can definitely hook you up. But to your guys' credit, I mean, all the shit that I've collected over 18 plus years. What more do I need, right? It's just like, I don't know. I'll definitely come to you guys if I need something super hard to get, like P Bandai or something like that, right? But everything else, man, you guys haven't seen like the full view of this place. Let's take you on a quick look around, shall we? First time doing this on stream. Alright, so we're going to do a little panorama deal here. Alright, so you guys have seen this portion right here. There's the top going all the way down there, right? That resin, that's a 148 G system Ayutan Gundam. I can't wait to dig into that someday. But there's the big steel rack. There are the parachutes, the 3 parachutes for the Jesta hanging there. So that's the big rack. That's the big backlog rack in the corner, right? And then if we go over this way, so there's all the shelves and everything that you guys see with the light board and everything like that, and all this junk and stuff right there. There's the left table. Scrolling over, there's the Tamiya paint rack right there. That used to be the home of the Mr. Hobby paint as well, until I actually got the Mr. Hobby rack. Let's get you over here. Over here, there's a shelf of knick-knack stuff over here in the corner. That's where I keep all of the plastic, right over there. Rubber gloves right over here, and other stuff over there too. There's the camera. There's all that good stuff up there. There is my pegboard with all the option parts on it and everything, right? And then, oh, let's stand up here. Let's see if this cord will stretch. All right, so let's see. There's part of the backlog shelf. As you can see, it's a total mess right now. You know, kits sitting on the floor, on the shelf, and everything like that. I totally have to clean this place up because it is a pigsty. Over here, that's the photo booth with a little bit of storage underneath, a little bit of storage on top, right? So that's the bulk of all of the backlog right over in these two sections, right? And then you go over to kind of the main workbench areas. Got a little bit of little workbench right here, drill press, resin making, all that good stuff, all of the paint materials and everything. Mother of all, paint racks, different cleaning materials up here. 409, that's always good for cleaning off shit. There's all of the 91% isopropyl alcohol, vacuum form frames and everything like that. And then over here, obviously, let's get the, come on, damn you. There's the spray booth, and then you're back over to the steel shelf and everything. And then on the lower here, there's my cute little compressor, little shop vac, big Mamma Jamma compressor over here for the pressure pot, and then just general storage on the bottom here. Yeah, so that's the studio, you guys. I know I've never taken you on a tour of the studio, but there it is. There it is. So it's a New Year's thing. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. There's probably a bunch of new comments. Oh my God, yeah, this is crazy. Let's see. Let's try to go back up here and get caught back up, shall we? Let's see. Yeah, Schultz Therno has one. Ultraman Dyna, dude, I still haven't come up with an idea for my GBWC build yet. Dude, hit me up, man. I'll help you out with that. I can hook it up. We can talk. Evan Tiger, man, I always have backstories for my builds. It makes every little detail more satisfying. I agree, man. Like, there's a whole kind of background, especially the hummingbird, and then there's a whole background that I wanted to get into for the Aussie, but I just didn't have time for it. I still haven't completed the base for that damn thing. Ace Schultz sent me these really cool little Velcro patches with the little sleeves, wings on them and everything like that, which are really, really cool. And I wanted to still incorporate those into a base for the Aussie, but I just never have had time for it. Just always one thing leads into another, right? So it is what it is. Drain Bamage Customs, never too early to kit bash, scrapped a Sinanju Stein, Tall Geese, and Delta Plus into a monster of a build after only 2 builds. See, there you go, man. Good stuff. I like that. I like where your head's at, man. Ultraman Dyna, do you have a name of your build picked out yet? I do, but I'm not going to tell you that. I do. But yeah, that's going to come way, way later. The name gives away the farm. Ain't happening. Not happening yet. Not yet. So yeah. Twidget says, hey Tim, need some Gundam Ace magazines. No, dude, you should... Oh shit. That's another whole thing. That's another whole thing. Magazines, dude. I have like shelves out in the other room here in the basement. I have shelves of old Hobby Japans, Dengeki Hobbies, model graphics, the whole 9 yards, Gundam weapons, you name it. Last thing I need is any more goddamn magazines, I'm telling you. But I appreciate the offer, brother, I do. Evan Tiger says, oh man, it would have to be my last stop on a trip. I might leave without the gas money to get back. Nice. A. Schultz. Studio tour. Workshop tour. Ken Sims. Yo. Jealous. I want those fixed figurations. Andrew Young says, Fuda Bioe. What's up, Fudu? Tim Scratch built his backlog. Yeah, right? That's a good way of looking at it. A. Schultz. Jesta hanging around. Yeah. Scuffle, that's a good one. He says don't read it on stream, but I'm going to read it on stream because it's funny. He says, where's the sign on the door that says do not disturb? I'm streaming, woman. No, she's in bed, dude. She goes to bed before I start streaming, so she's totally cool about it and all that. So no, I used to have a sign back on one of my in one of the other houses that we used to live in another studio that said authorized personnel only. I just got it as a dumb, this is a dumb thing from like a Home Depot or something like that, and I put it on the door and I liked it, but I don't know, the sign got lost somewhere along the line in the move or something like that, so it is what it is. Let's see. A. Schultz. Hey, look, a Rebawu and a Polypod ball. Yeah, dude, I did actually come across a Rebawu for super cheap. One of my friends was selling it, and I picked that up, so I got lucky. Actually cheaper than what you were going to give me. So I couldn't miss it, man. So, and it was way after all that too. So it is what it is, man. So let's see. Y'all welcome. Very nice Twitch it. Chris R. Well, Tim does love his balls. He comments on Freddy's a lot. No, I love Freddy's balls. Freddy's balls are great. Let's see. Chris R. Oh, can't wait. Yeah, Char Captain Patches. Yeah, those were great, man. I love those things. I still got them. I don't know. Yeah, they're still sitting right over there by the food dehydrator. They're still right over there. I still want to incorporate those into the base, man. Hey, Drain Bamage Customs. Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you for watching too. Thank you for interacting. Let's see. Nash Hana. Hey Tim, are you going to sneak an entry into Zaku Aurelius's Kotobukiya contest? No, I'm not. You know, I don't really build Kotobukiya kits all that much, and if I do, like, I do have one Frame Arms kits. I don't know if you saw it while we were going around. I have one sitting over there. It's the only one I ever have, right? Or ever bought. And I just bought it for parts, right? I had like a gift certificate, and I was just like, this looks cool. I've wanted one for a long time, so yeah. So I got that. Diligent New Type over there on Twitch. Gotta go. Good night. Diligent New Type. Thank you for watching, buddy. Appreciate that. So no, Nash. I'm not really into entering. I love Zach to death. He's one of my better friends in the hobby. But no, I'm not gonna be entering the Kotobukiya contest. It's just not my thing. A. Schultz. Yeah, no worries. I don't blame you. Sorry, man. Futabeoi, not much. Peak season ended. I have more kits coming in and trying not to buy real grade Toggies 2 or another perfect grade. I did get one for Christmas. Nice. Scuffle. Tim, don't enter Zach's Koto contest. You'll get DC'd for using Bandai parts. Fucking Scuffle, man. Futabeoi, back to one shift at work, which means my backlog is going to shrink even with new items coming in. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Cool. I appreciate that, B. All right, boys and girls, it's 12:30. It's Miller time, or Coke Zero time. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right, so we're going to end this one here. Evan Tiger, real quick. Man, I was so bummed when I saw Zach's contest was Kotobukiya only. It would be one thing if the base kit had to be Kodo, but no Bandai parts at all. Really sucks for those of us that don't buy a ton. Yeah, man. It is what it is. You know, find another contest, dude. And I'm sure Zach will run other contests in the future. He's always doing contests. He's like a contest fiend when it comes to that stuff, man. So I wouldn't be too disappointed because he's going to have plenty more down the line and in the future. So I wouldn't get too worked up. So, but hey, boys and girls, this is where we're going to end it because I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Been a hell of a first stream. We went a little bit longer. Even though we started late, we went a little bit longer. So, real quick, you can't get this yet. You can't get this shirt yet, but you'll definitely be able to get this shirt once we finish the Jesta. Man, I really love this shirt. Look at that. That's cool, man. The fighting rooster and everything. It's got the wrong arm. It's got the Jesta name right there on the sleeve. I love that part. So if you want other shirts, man, go hit up childofmecha.com, hit the store link up at the top. You'll be transported to the store. Shirts, hats, bags, other cool stuff in there. Go buy some cool shit. Do it. If you're interested in like these Tamiya weathering sets, these little applicator doohickeys, these little foam jobbers, these tweezers that are awesome, rubber Michael Jackson gloves, man, go hit up the Amazon link just below on YouTube, over here on Facebook, and also down under on Twitch now too. It's in the channel description thingy in the tiles down there. I don't know. Find it. You'll be able to find it. Trust me. I have faith in you guys. But hit that up, man, because we got tools, we got materials, we've got books for inspiration, gear for streaming, if you want to get into that as well, which is a very cool pastime. I love it. I love sitting here talking with you guys, interacting. So yeah, it's fun times. Fun times. So you guys, man, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching. And man, 2019 is going to be a damn good year. I'm telling you guys right now. 2019 is going to be our year. Our year. Collectively. Our year. I can feel it. I can feel it, and I know it, because we're going to make it happen. All of us together. So, you guys, that's about it for tonight. I thank you for watching. Come on back on Friday. We're going to finish this week out. Second stream of the year. Hopefully the kits will be here by then, and I can tell you and reveal to you what's in the works. Because it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Ultraman Donna, he says, what's the best way to get a hold of you? Facebook, Instagram, either or. I like Facebook. Yeah, friend me on there. Tim Harkins. You'll see the Child of Mecha logo if you're on Facebook, Ultraman Dyna. So yeah, just friend me up and stuff, whatever. I'm good, right? I'll friend you. I don't got nothing there. Yeah, but or DM me through Instagram as well. Either or, we can talk and brainstorm ideas for you. Definitely. So, all right, guys. With that being said, come on back on Friday. Have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you for coming back. 2019 is going to be amazing. Thaddeus Sturzacker, com for GBWC 2019 win. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's a hell of a way to end the stream, right? So, guys, go build something cool tomorrow or tonight or the next day or whatever. Come on back and see us on Friday. If the kits are not here by then, we're going to continue dirtying this sumbitch up. And, yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll be in final assembly by then. I don't know. Probably not. But it's all good. Oh, hey, you know what? Real quick. Kira Yet, over there on Facebook. He says, I think I missed a lot of your stream. Kira, brother, we were just ending, man. Rewind it back, dude. Rewind it back. It was a good one. It was a good one. So, Kira, over there on Facebook, thank you for watching, brother. But yeah, rewind it back. Catch us on Friday, Kira. All right, come on back. So, good night, guys. Be safe. Build something cool. We'll see you guys on Friday.